all of you. How are you all? Okay, very good. I hope you are all fine. As the same, I'm also fine. So, in our last class, we started sentence pattern. What is sentence pattern? I gave the definition in the last class itself. Sentence pattern is nothing but the classification of words in a sentence based on their function. Okay, we are classifying, we are dividing or separating the words based on their function. Okay, so in sentence pattern we have 5 basic components: subject, verb, object, complement and adjunct. Okay, so first 3 we saw in our last class. Okay, now we are going to see in this class. We just recall these 3 aspects. Subject, the doer of the action. The doer of the action in active voice is called subject. Okay, the head word of the sentence. Very simple, the head word, about that word only the rest of the sentence describes. Okay, second one, verb. Verb denotes 3 things. PAS, past, possession, action and state of being. Okay, possession refers to what belongs to us. Action, what we are doing. State of being, who we are, in which state we are. So these 3 things are denoted by a verb. The third one, object. Object is nothing but the receiver of the action of active voice. Okay, receiver of the action. The doer does something through verb. The object which receives the action. Okay, for example, I touch the board. I, the doer of the action. Touch is the action. The receiver is the board. So it is called object. I touch the board. Okay. So let's come to today's class aspects. The complement. Complement. What is complement? So we knew these 3 definitions. Here we have 2 more. So it's very easy. Complement is not complicated. Okay, complement is very easy. It gives the completion to the sentence. Okay, complement completes the sense of the sentence. Sense means meaning. Okay, it gives a complete meaning to the sentence. If we have complement part in a sentence, if we remove it, that sentence meaning will be collapsed. Okay, we will not get complete meaning of the sentence. So that is called complement. Usually the complement part follows, usually, not in all the places. Okay, so usually it follows be form verbs. I hope you know the be form verbs: am, is, are, was and were. Okay, these 5 be form verbs. Next, elect. The verbs like elect, select, paint, name and become. Okay, such words will be the complement part will follow these words, for example. Okay, then the final thing is adjunct. What is an adjunct? Adjunct, not adjunct. Adjunct. Adjunct is the additional part of a sentence. It's an additional part. Adjunct is an additional part of a sentence, because these 4 are mandatory parts. Mandatory, necessary. Okay, so these 3 aspects are very basic and necessary things of a sentence. But here adjunct is an additional part. We need not worry about the adjunct part, because with or without this part, the base meaning of the sentence will not be changed. There is no problem for the meaning of a complete sentence. Clear? Okay. So subject is the doer of the action of active, verb, possession, action and state of being. Object, a receiver of the action of active. Complement completes the sense of the sentence. Okay, and adjunct is an additional part to a sentence. How do we find that adjunct part? It's very important and quite easy also. When, where, how and why. Okay, there are 4 questions to be asked to find out the adjunct part. Okay, it's very easy. When refers to time, where refers to place, how refers to manner, and why refers to reason. An action takes place. Okay, when it happened at 3 o'clock yesterday, last year. Okay, India got freedom in 1947. So when it happened in 1947, so it is an adjunct. Okay, where the second T20 match held at Mumbai. Where? Mumbai. So the place, okay, what happened, in which place it happened. So that is where. Okay, it denotes the place. Then how? He walks very fast. Fast. How? The manner in which the action is done. Okay, the manner in which the action is done is called how. Okay, and the final one is why. What is the reason? Okay, he was sent out because he was crying. What is the reason? The reason for the action is why. Okay, so there are 4 questions to be asked to identify the part of adjunct. Okay, when, where, how and why. So these are all the combination in sentence pattern. So with these 5 components, we can easily divide or we can easily categorize the words in a sentence. Okay, shall we begin with examples? Okay, pause the video and write all these things. Okay, so look at these 2 sentences. So now we are going to classify the words of these 2 sentences. First sentence, look at this. We love Tamil language. Okay, so we have to make the pattern of the sentence. So we love Tamil language. So how many questions do we ask? There are 6 questions. To identify the pattern, we have to ask 6 questions. Okay, 6 questions for adjunct and object. Adjunct and object. 4 questions for adjunct and 2 questions for object. Okay, so first we should know the doer of the action. Okay, we love. Who love? We. So we are the doer of the action and we are the head word of this sentence. So we is the subject. We is the subject. Next one. Love is the action. Action. We should use verb. Okay, the action words. The word is action, but the word denotes the verb. Okay, so we should use verb. Then Tamil language. So how many questions? When, where, how, why, what, whom. Okay. When we love, there's no answer. Where we love, we don't have any answer. How we love, no answer. Why we love, no answer. What do we love? Tamil language. So we have the answer for the question what. So what do we love? Tamil language. So it is object. Do you understand? So if you want to make it very clear, you have to ask all the questions. Then only you can get the exact answer. Okay? So Tamil language is object. But what refers to direct object? Whom refers to indirect object? Because we have only one object in this sentence. So we cannot change or we cannot divide it into direct or indirect. Okay, so when we have a single object in a sentence, we should use only object, not direct or indirect object. Clear? Okay, second sentence. I teach you English here. I teach you English here. Who is the doer of the action? I. It is the doer of action. So this is the subject. What action I am doing? Teach. So it is verb. You. To whom? To whom I teach? You. So it is indirect object. Okay. What do I teach? English. So it is direct object. Where do I teach? Here, in this place. So it refers to the place that's adjacent. Okay. So we have two objects here, you and English. Okay. Whom do I teach? Is you. What do I teach? Is English. So we have two different objects here. So we named direct object and indirect object. Direct object and indirect object. So subject, verb, indirect object, direct object and adjunct. Okay. So this is the pattern of the sentence. We are just classifying the words of the sentence based on their function. I acts as subject, teach acts as verb, you acts as indirect object, English acts as direct object and here acts as adjunct. Clear? Okay. Next sentence. Do you write it? Satya named her child Magilan. Okay. So in this sentence, the doer of the action Satya. So it is subject. Okay. Named. Do you remember this word? Name. Yeah, of course. So complement. Usually complement completes, which means the complement follows these kind of words. So it is a verb and next to that, her child. Her child is an object because Satya named her child. The action passes through the verb to the object, the receiver of the action. So it is an object. Okay, Magilan, it's a name. Okay, so whenever you have a name after an object, that is complement. It is the part of complement. we will have a doubt whether it is a complement or object, because these questions, in this question, what can be answered by Mahilan? Okay, what is named? You cannot say whom is named a child. What is the name? Mahilan. But it cannot be changed into passive. Okay, it cannot be changed into passive subject. That's why we call that complement part. Okay, complement part cannot be changed into passive subject. Object can be the subject in passive form. Okay, so here SVOC. Okay, object, verb, subject, and complement. So if we don't have this part in the sentence, Satya named Mahilan. Okay, so in this sentence, Satya named Mahilan. In this sentence, Mahilan will be an object because there is no object here. Instead of the object, we used Mahilan. So it becomes an object. Do you understand? So whenever you have the complement part, which means the name after the object, it will be a complement. Complement follows name. Okay, elect, select, name, paint, such verbs. Okay, clear? So the last example. Shenba arrives to Chennai today. Shenba arrives to Chennai today. Okay. So doer of the action is Shenba. Subject. What is the action? Yeah, arrives. Verb. Okay. To which place? Where? Is answered by to Chennai. So this is adjunct, and then we have another adjunct here. When? Today. It is also an adjunct. Why, sir? We have two adjuncts. We can combine them? No, we should not, because each adjunct part gives different answers to different questions. So we have 4 questions to identify the adjunct part. Okay. So here Chennai answers the question where. Today answers the question when. So two different answers for two different questions. So different A's, different adjuncts should be identified. Clear? Okay, very good. So if you have any doubts in this sentence pattern, you may ask me through WhatsApp or through call or through chat. Okay, thank you all of you. I hope you understood clearly. Dhanyavad.